Well, it's now officially Christmas, and what better way to spread the holiday cheer than to look at one of the most cynical seasonal films ever made. Christmas films have a tendency to focus heavily on positive traditions. It's a Wonderful Life is one of the most uplifting films ever made, while stories of hatred such as The Grinch or Ebenezer Scrooge end up with the antagonist finding the Christmas spirit and becoming jolly. But not so much when it comes to Bad Santa.
You probably shouldn't be digging in your ass.
On the lead up to Christmas, two professional criminals, Willie and Marcus, pose as Santa and his little helper respectively in a shopping mall to get near a profitable safe. In between this basic heist movie is Willie's gradual devolve into a more disgusting alcoholic, with no empathy or care for those around him. It's hilarious in how confrontational the character of Willie is, and his relationship with the shy, socially inept boy Thurman Merman creates a chance for Willie to show his better side.
Santa!
Yeah.
You're bringing my present early?
No.
This may seem odd, but Bad Santa isn't actually a Christmas movie. Sure, it has all the lights and decoration to show it's Christmas, but everything to represent the season is completely artificial. Willie's character for the most part never actually changed. By the end of the film, he's still as grumpy, cynical and frustrated as he was in the beginning, the only difference being that he's no longer as depressed. At the start of the film, he narrates about his abusive upbringing, his criminal record, personal failures, and his suicidal thoughts, and this is all made clear while Christmas happens in the background. He rarely brings up Christmas as anything useful, as he essentially sees it as just another day of the year, in the same vein that most of us see Valentine's Day and such as a commercial holiday than something with traditional use. He has no connection to it and doesn't feel any need to get involved because it's no great benefit. He basically condemns it internally as artificial without ever having to say it. When it comes to Thurman, Willie never grows a heart or betters himself because he simply just feels sorry for the kid. He has a stubborn obligation to get the pink elephant to fulfill his own guilty conscience. In fact, his deed is more selfish than caring because he doesn't want to live with the shame of leaving Thurman without a Christmas.
This is Christmas and the kid's getting his fucking present.
Thurman sees Christmas for the tradition we've all come to associate with, and while we're aware Willie is the opposite, he certainly begins to relate to Thurman because of his father's neglect.
Jesus, kid. When I was your age, I didn't need no fucking gorilla, and I wasn't as big as one of your legs. 4 kids beat me up one time and I went crying home to my daddy, and you know what he did?
He made it all better?
No, he kicked my ass.
Well, to be honest, in most films that would be the case. But here, it's actually down to Willie's fear of being more accountable than responsible. It's not that he wants to look after Thurman, it's that he doesn't want to be blamed if something goes wrong. To put it simply, Bad Santa approaches the cliché of Christmas narratives with a grounded realism that life is cruel and selfish, and themes of redemption and change are practically non-existent. Willie is basically trapped in his own personal nightmare because he doesn't want to be part of these traditions. Yet, the recurring soundtrack at the introduction and conclusion of Willie's story is a Chopin Nocturne, which is a solo piano track characterized by Romanticism, a cultural movement that was heavily driven by an autobiographical context. In this case, the film adds a poetic realism to Willie's story, with a soft piece of music that demonstrates the existential element of the Romantic era. It further highlights the artificial theme of the film. Willie's morbid and depressing life is now literally a more bittersweet tale, hence not only can he not escape the season of Christmas, he can no longer escape the cliché he's become. Willie is now a tragic poet who simply doesn't want to ask for forgiveness, but at some level wishes to be saved at Christmas. It's just a shame, and inevitably so, that his saving grace isn't what he asked for, and in dysfunctional terms has to accept. The film is just as hypocritical as Willie, because Christmas themes are never brought to Willie's attention, yet the film inherently embeds these ideas without ever actually stating them. By default, it's trapped in the spirit of Christmas storytelling no matter how much it refuses. To put it bluntly, it's a film that represents the tradition of pessimism during a busy holiday season.
Look at all that shit. Do you really need all that shit? For Christ's sakes, it's Christmas.
Right guys, that's my Christmas analysis. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment, share, and subscribe if you can. My next analysis will be a video game, but until then, I'll see you all very soon.